Hi everyone and welcome back to some more Warframe Zero Forma Builds. Today we are looking into Trinity. Oh yes, finally. So we have two builds to talk about and they are not at their full potential without Forma, but they are close to it. So let's jump into it, shall we? First up, we have the EV build, which is just the energy vampire ability stacked to its max, right? So how do we do this? Well, first off, we use some vitality. I mean, more survivability, why not, right? We also use the physique armor. Feel free to fit in the aura with this thingy, how are they called? Polarities that you have lying around. Doesn't matter too much, right? And then we jump into the build. We use overextended and stretch for some range and just for some range. We then use Transient Fortitude and Blind Rage 2 from the top each to get as much strength as we can get with this setup. We are on 166% here, which is quite nice. And then we jump in with a Fleeting Expertise, not only to get some efficiency back that we lose from Blind Rage, but also to lower our ability duration, which is quite important in this build. We top it off with Vampire Leech, the augment. This will give you and your squad overshields, which is quite nice. If you do not have that, you could argue for a power drift over here or for a streamline. So yeah, then you are just the energy recharger, but if your squad has full energy, with that you give them overshields, which is quite a nice thing to do, right? You could also run flow there for more energy. I didn't use it because we can replenish. Whoa, let's bump them down to level 50 to replenish our energy with our 2 here. Let's cast it. As you can see, your 4 gives you a full heal. Of course, does cost you quite a bit of energy though, so watch out for that. And yeah, it only lasts for like 2 seconds. Well, the damage reduction only lasts for 2 seconds, but that's mostly all that you need, right? So let's demonstrate the overshields. We are on 375 right now. It is capped, keep that in mind. So yeah, but as you can see, our energy gets back up immediately, and we are on 923 overshield, which is awesome. And as I said, everybody in your affinity range is affected by your 4, so you don't need the range to make your 4 valuable. Yes, 1.5 seconds or so damage reduction isn't that great, but the insta heal certainly is. So yeah, your energy vampire, as you can see there, it is awesome, right? 40 energy per pulse, and we compress the pulses into 1.57 seconds, which is quite awesome. The radius, almost 59 meters. Crazy, right? But that's pretty much the build focused around energy vampire. Your job is to keep your damage dealing frames topped off with energy, so you will cost your 2 a whole lot, right? You might think that's boring, but trust me, it is such an important part of the game. If you run around with damage dealing frames, they will thank you forever. So yeah, but what if you are in the Plains of Eidolon, you're hunting some terrorists, and you want to keep your lures on the heels as well as your squad and bless them with some damage reduction? Then we can switch over to this build. Let's get rid of the red numbers. There we go. Now use corrosive projection over here because we don't like armor. Of course, you could go with the physique one as well and scrap in another mod if you would want to. I don't know, I don't think it's needed, but oh well. We are using quick thinking here as our defensive mod, you could, this build is focused around squad play, right? So if you're for whatever reason running solo, switch this out for vitality, just to bulk you up a little bit more. I like to use quick thinking though. After that, we are using flow for some more energy, streamline for a little bit of efficiency, not too much. We use narrow-minded for a good amount of ability duration coupled with continuity. If you have it, I'd say swap this out for... Oh no, you can't. Aha. Okay, never mind. If you have it one from the top, you could, or two from the top, you could swap in a primed continuity instead of the normal one. But yeah, these two mods give us 211% duration, which is quite nice. We butcher range with this, but as I said, our 4 is not affected by range because it's the affinity range. So stay in, what is it, 50 meters around you, and the squad mates will receive 80 damage reduction and be the heal. And to top it off, we use Intensify and Power Drift here. And let's take a look at Blessing. So with Power Drift and Intensify, we reach 72.5% damage reduction. Yes, that is not as much as we hoped for, but this is a very decent damage reduction, I'd say. Of course, running around with Agara, you get 90%, but hey, this one is for your whole team with a single cast for 20.1 seconds, right? Which is quite awesome. So, yeah, keep in mind your Energy Vampire is absolutely butchered, as well as your Well of Life it's not really worth casting, but it could be nice to top yourself off in a sticky situation. So when you pop your 4, you have 20 seconds of 72.5% damage reduction, and what that means is you are very, very bulky. You can run in, heal yourself completely up, cast your 2 if you need to crowd control one enemy. For that, it's actually pretty good, because it lasts so long, right? You don't gain overshields, you gain a little bit of energy every once in a while to keep your 4 up constantly. And then you can dispatch of this guy once you don't need him anymore. What I like to do is, let's demonstrate that. So you have 4 normal enemies and you have 1 high priority target, right? So what I usually like to do is cast my 4, run in there, crowd control the heavy gunner with our 2, gain some energy from him, make sure that you do dispatch of all the other guys. There is one more somewhere. Yeah, there he is. And recast our 4, recast our 2 if we need to, or we can start damaging this guy as well. So you can crowd control high value targets if you need to. Your squad will pretty much thank you later for that. But also they are granted some damage reduction on the way. You can fully heal them, which is why I like this frame so much, right? Oftentimes you see me running around with the EV build, the Energy Vampire build, but from time to time I take out the Bless build and just have some fun, right? But yeah, the EV build is just so good to support your damage dealing frames. It is unreal. It is unreal. So yeah, without Forma, without too much investment, rank 8 on corrupted mods is a healthy thing to do, I'd say, even for beginner players. You will get the endo and the credits for that pretty soon, I guess. It depends a little bit on how you are investing your stuff. But yeah, those 2 builds are pretty much achievable, affordable, and they're great fun, right? Yes, it's not the full potential Trinity, that is true. But hey, why not take advantage of a zero Forma build that actually works and is fun to play as well? So yeah, that is it for Trinity. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, take care. Bye bye.